Great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
3rd and 15 here after the 1st and 2nd down plays went in the wrong direction. Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. 3rd and 15 here after the 1st and 2nd down plays went in the wrong direction.
Over! Detroit! Watch it now, Barney! Over! Detroit!
Back to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Avery Williamson. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Well, you won't hear any boos from this home crowd on that call.
No, not at all. And it's been a long day for this crowd waiting for this game. It's been a long evening as well. Finally, they feel they got a call.
2 first downs have them up to the 41 now for 1st and 10.
No. Check. Patriot! Detroit!
He'll look to throw. And that's incomplete. Well, pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. They pitch it out to Johnson. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Lucky 56. Watch the twist. Check 50. Back 99 Philly, here we go.
Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. They'll look to throw. He's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up 4th. Well, 3rd down, he tried to stay in bounds, did all he could. He caught it, but was led a little bit too far.
Yeah, and that's always difficult, isn't it? Because you know half of your body is trying to stay behind while the other half is reaching out, trying to catch the football. The top half worked. It was the bottom half that was in question.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And this ball's going to be down now right at the 10-yard line. Good spot. And New York set to take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And a short gain here across the 10 to the 12. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw them there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Flex round! Flex round! Let's go!
On play action, they'll throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
Well, this is one of the downsides of being a rookie quarterback. You know you're going to get called out about everything you do that goes wrong. Here, maybe he's a little uncertain about where to go with the football. And at this level, uncertainty equals turnovers. And this one winds up being intercepted.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. That's going to set him back 5 yards. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And that's going to leave them with just one timeout remaining still in the third quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15.
Gun! Set! Green 39! Green 39! Detroit! Detroit!
They'll look to throw here. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Denzel Perryman. And a very good return as he'll take it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Good starting position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
And they'll go on the ground. And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's say, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this one down to the 45. Emmanuel Ogbah there on the stop.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Wide open receiver complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. They'll run it here. This is Deontay Foreman. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught. On the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Slam, slam, slam. Kill, kill, kill. Kill, kill. He's checking, he's checking, he's checking. Crash, crash. SOS, SOS, SOS. SOS, SOS, SOS. Hot, 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 hot. Run, run, run. Right there. Yeah, man. Let's go. Grand 38. Grand 38.
Welcome back to Toronto. All even as we get ready to start the fourth.
Flex round. Flex round. Flex round. Flex round. Back, back, back.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. It's a gain of 3, and it'll be second down.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
Flex round. Flex round.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21. Call it an 8-yard pickup, and it'll be third down.
You've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a second and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to third and manageable with that run. We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
And the coach has decided to throw the red flag. He will challenge this play.
The head coach relied on his eagle eye in the sky to make the right call and was told to challenge it, and it looks like it's paid off.
And from a coach's standpoint, when you throw that flag, it's probably a pretty tense moment. Here it pays off.
Yeah, you have that little bit of indecision. You throw it where you feel like you're right, and then you think, uh-oh, did I get it right? In this case, they can celebrate.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. Able to slither by. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. So out now comes the offense back onto the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens.
Detroit!
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Flushed out right. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Give him 30 yards there. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this fourth quarter. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Watch it now, Barney!
They'll set up to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Ward. And he'll go down at the 28. A gain of 6 there on first. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Back to throw here. Eluding the pressure right. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Watch it now, Barney! Watch it now, Barney!
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Steps away to his left. That is caught inside the 5. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll try and sneak it here. And no signal, but I don't think he got the surge behind center. No, he's going to be kept out of the end zone.
Oh, yeah, good surge defensively.
And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
All right, partner, let's go to cliche time. We're all back to even after that score tied the game.
A very important extra point there, up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And New York set to take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Some pretty good games all weekend. We may have saved the best for last. This Monday night game has been a dandy.
Let's go! Grand 38! Grand 38! Ohio!
A run by Foreman to start the drive. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10.
Come on, let's go! What? Nothing! What? Nothing!
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 58 yards.
Tell the truth, partner. You didn't think he was coming down with that one, did you? Come on, tell me the truth.
No, I didn't. I'll tell you what, though. A one-handed grab of that length. Talk about giving your team a little juice.
Oh, big time. I mean, everyone's going to be excited about that one, whether you're on the field or not. It permeates its way through the entire team, and I can't wait to see what they do on the next down.
Line of scrimmage moves from their own 25 all the way to the red zone now for 1st and 10. Now a handoff looking right. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line. Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead, so how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker who can put it through the post, you feel really good about trying to bleed that clock down. In an ideal scenario, your kicker puts it through the post as the clock hits zeros.
Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. Now they'll run it on the toss. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. The Jets on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. To throw, McNabb. And this is going to be intercepted. It's the sackmaster, Justin Houston, who comes up with it. He's got daylight. He's at the 50, 30, the 20. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range, but boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
Detroit! 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 Detroit!
Oh, On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. After the loss to start out, here's second and 11. They run it again with Chubb. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with third and about 6 yards to go.
On a second and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on third down.
Detroit! Detroit!
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete. Fourth down now, and defensively, Charles, you know, they're just asking this crew for one more stop.
And you know that they're feeling the momentum right now, but they have to be very careful not to get over-exuberant, overexcited, and blow an assignment and give up the big first down.
The home crowd here absolutely loves it, as they should, getting the field goal in the closing moments and likely going to get out of here with a W.
A W, celebrations all around. How about how everyone's going to leave this stadium, right? And you know something? He probably makes more money than most of the 60,000 people here, but they're all willing to buy him dinner tonight, aren't they?
Oh, they don't care. He's a man of the people right now. So out now come the Jets. Look at the clock. Everyone knows the situation. Probably time here for one final play.
And we know what that play is going to be. It's got to be some sort of Hail Mary, throwing it towards the end zone and hoping someone can catch it or catch it off of a tip. Thinking back to 2015, didn't we see Green Bay pull that off twice in the season? Once in the regular season, once in the playoffs.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 21. And that is going to seal this victory as time runs out. And partner, this first week, this first game that we get to